Good morning. Hello everyone, NIO lifer. So, believe it or not, it took me about half an hour preparation to get this shot. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make, of course, another amazing video for you guys, and explaining to you today the topic is risk taking. How do we take appropriate risk? But before I do that, I better go get myself a chair, otherwise I can't stand here forever. It's going to be difficult. All right. Not sure how this works out. Hopefully you can see my face on the video and you can hear me on the video. So I'm at one of the amazing riverfront hotels here in Van Bien, and I'm actually on the way to a cafe with a beautiful view. And right now, this is completely spontaneous. I had a different video in mind. I was shooting 20 minutes, and then I realized it was just damn boring. Nobody's gonna watch it. Therefore, I canned this video, make a new one, just for you guys. So, the topic I want to talk about is risk taking, and why it is so important to understand how to take risks according to the statistical probabilities and odds and possible outcomes. I want to teach you today the big difference between probability and possibility. And this is one of the basic fundamental principles as an investor you must understand before you embark on your journey as a full-time investor. I wish someone taught me about it when I was younger, so I'm going to teach you the lesson so that you don't have to learn the lesson the hard way using your own money. Or you can go ahead and just learn the way I used to learn by losing tons of money, right? So what is the possibility versus probability? So anything's possible. Actually, anything in the world is possible. There could be an alien landing behind me with a UFO. There could be a naked woman streaking through the screen. What is the probability? 0.0000000000000000001% for the alien, and let's say 1% for the naked woman. Why? Because I'm in a Western hotel. There's a lot of half-naked women here, because women here, once they come here, they still don't adapt to local culture. They wear next to nothing, despite the fact Laos is one of the most conservative countries in the world. Yesterday, I saw plenty of women wearing practically nothing. They all come from the West. It's not a complaint. I'm just stating a fact and an observation. I hope they can cover up, actually, because it's been disrespectful towards the culture. But having said all that, I enjoy anytime someone running through my screen. If there's one coming by, hopefully we can capture that. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. There's no one here right now. What I'm trying to tell you, using the example of naked woman streaking through my video, is tell you the difference between probability and possibility. Okay? The alien landing is possible but extremely unlikely. Therefore, the probability is virtually zero. I can never exclude any possibilities. Therefore, anything is possible, but probable, very unlikely. The example of the woman naked running through my screen is also very unlikely, but more probable than the alien landing. Now, let me make a leap forward to NIO. NIO 100 is possible and probable. How high is the probability? That depends on you. Here's the one thing that some people have not understood yet, who watch my videos and write a comment saying, what happens if we don't get to NIO 100 by December 2026? What happens? Here's my honest answer. I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows. The truth is, I'm guiding the movement towards a high probability outcome. And this outcome of probability is depending on my action, but more importantly, depending on your action. And to make it understood, here is a very good example that you can understand. Weight loss. Let's call it weight loss example, because this is something I've gone through myself, weight loss journey. Currently, I'm weighing 68 kilograms. At my heaviest, I was weighing 83 kilograms. And my height is 6 foot, Yeah, so you can do the math. Weight loss, probability and possibility. Possibility-wise, yes, anybody can lose weight. Probability-wise, it all depends on you, on your action. You, the person who watch me right now, you have the potential for weight loss, just like I do. However, what is the probability for you to lose the weight you want to lose? That's not depending on anything else other than one factor. What do you do with your calories in and calories out? That's all there is. And it's an extremely well-known formula, therefore anybody could achieve it. But why is it so difficult for most people to achieve weight loss? We know how difficult it is for most people. Why? Because despite the fact all the science is well known, despite the fact everybody knows what you should be doing, very few people actually take the work and do it. Because it takes one thing that most people don't have, which is called discipline. Discipline is something people don't have. And this is the element I want to introduce you towards the changing of odds of your outcome that you want to have in life. Probable, possible. Anything's possible, whatever you want to do can be done, but probability is depending on you. Yeah. For example, even the alien part, if I put enough effort behind it, I might even be able to make an alien land behind me, just not the way you think it does. For example, I can pay a lot of money for someone to buy me some asteroid debris, and they have microorganism on it, and I throw the rock behind me down. That's an alien landing. You didn't know what kind of alien it is, right? Or the woman streaking through my video, I can easily pay somebody $100 streaking through my video. That's also possible. Weight loss. You can lose weight any way you want to. Depends on your action. Your action determines about the outcome. So the probability for you to lose your weight is depending on your own discipline and behavior. Now, NIO 100. What makes NIO 100 possible and very probable is your action. The fact that we have almost 3,000 people every day watching us and encouraging each other to take action, to confirm our belief system, and knowing that AI will watch us and we can turn the AI around and in our favor instead of against us, because we're on the bull camp. I'm just controlling the bull camp with you all. That's it. I'm the biggest bull in the market with the most unwavering belief in NIO 100. And as long as more people join me in this belief, it makes the army bigger. And the size of the army and the recruitment of the more members of this army decides about the probability. So this is the reason it is impossible to answer the question, how likely and how probable is NIO 100 in December 2026? And the good news for you is, just like weight loss, it is entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. If you take action, I'll give a good example. YouTube channel creator Neo Ninja, he used to be called Neo Daily. He took action. Not only he bought the shares, not only he studied the company, most important, he created his own YouTube channel. Now he has, I think, 600 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, please subscribe. And he has a certain influence on the market. And his action does not look like a lot, but in reality it's far more than those people who didn't do anything. It's no different on your weight loss journey. Let's say you want to lose 5 kilograms. What's the hardest way to lose? It's the initial 300 grams to 500 grams, because you have to start. Starting something is the hardest part. Yeah. Therefore, you have to make the start as simple as possible. This is what I did with NIO 100. I didn't ask you to start your own YouTube channel. I didn't ask you to compromise your privacy. I didn't ask you to put yourself out there to be judged, ridiculed, and possibly hated. Instead, I did all this. All you have to do is stay anonymous, but promote the cause of NIO 100. That's all you have to do. How do you promote it? By sharing this information with as many people as possible. Even I welcome anybody, just go around and spam anything that you have in your social media with NIO 100. Just Go somewhere and write randomly into a gaming channel, NIO 100. Let them figure out what that means. Yeah, stir it up a little bit, because we have now reached the minimum critical mass for this thing to completely go viral. In fact, yesterday I had a great idea. I was at one spot where all the tubing people were in. They're drunk, they're young, and they're practically all naked. And I'm thinking about just hire somebody, get a banner, write NIO 100, and get everybody to shout NIO 100 in the half-drunk state, in half-naked state, and take videos of those and put it on YouTube. I'm not sure if I can do it, but this is one of those ideas I have. Yeah. So why is this important? Because even a simple idea like putting half-naked people coming from tubing, if you don't know what's tubing, basically they put on tire tubes and float down this river that's called tubing, and at the same time they drink and they try to have fun. And of course, the ultimate goal is always find some short-term fun among young people. Yeah, so basically full moon party in a different version. So, most important here is what we do as a community is the influencing factor in the success or failure of NIO 100. Yeah. There's no guarantee in anything in life. There's no guarantee. For example, I'm gonna go out on the net here and step on the net. And this net may be broken, maybe some destroyed, I don't know. But if I go on the net, I might fall into the river and die, and you'll never see me again. So I'm gonna do that now and see if I can test my faith, see if I can actually survive. Okay? And that's just the conclusion of this video. I want you to understand that probability and possibility are two different things, and you can do a lot to change the probability. Anything is possible, but only thing that's probable is the thing you put effort behind it. Every day you go out and promote NIO 100, you are putting an element into the world that change the probability of the event. And I want to thank you honestly from the depths of my heart for your action. Okay, now I'm gonna go on the net, go one round, and then see if I survive this. Probability versus possibility. I'm giving myself a 70% chance of survival, a 30% chance net will fall through and I will drop into the river and you'll never see me again. So if that happens, someone please upload this video if this was my very last video in life. Okay, see you soon, either way. Okay, I made it. See you in the next video. Like and subscribe.